So, what was the last sentence that those students read at the end of the feedback that caused such a dramatic result? It simply said, I am giving you this feedback because I believe in you. When I tell teachers about this research, I do so to show the importance of teachers' words and messages, not to suggest that they put this message at the end of every student's evaluation. One teacher in a workshop raised her hand and said, Does that mean I don't put it on a stamp? Everyone laughed. Studies in the brain science present a very clear case for the importance of self-beliefs and the role of teachers and parents in influencing them. Yet we are living in a society where the widespread message we receive through the media on a daily basis is one of fixed intelligence and giftedness. One of the ways children, even those as young as 3, develop a damaging fixed mindset is from a small, seemingly innocuous word that is used ubiquitously. The word is smart. Parents regularly praise their children by telling them how smart they are in order to build up their self-confidence. We now know that when we praise children for being smart, they at first think, oh, good, I am smart. But then later, when they struggle, fail, or mess up in some way, as everyone does, they think, oh, I'm not so smart. They end up constantly evaluating themselves against this fixed idea. It is fine to praise children, but always praise what they did and not them as people. Here are some alternatives for use in situations where you may feel the need to use the word smart. Fixed praise and growth praise. You can divide fractions? Whoa, you're smart. Growth praise. You can divide fractions? That is great that you have learned how to do that. Fixed praise. You solved that tricky problem like that? That is so smart. Growth praise. I love your solution to the problem. It is so creative. Fixed praise. You have a degree in science? You're a genius. Growth praise. You have a degree in science? You must have worked really hard. I teach an undergraduate class at Stanford called How to Learn Math to some of the most highly achieving students in the country. They too are vulnerable to damaging beliefs. Most have been told over many years that they are smart. But even that positive message, you are smart, damages students. The reason it makes them vulnerable is that they believe that if they believe they are smart, but then struggle with some difficult work, that feeling of struggle is devastating. It causes them to feel they are not smart after all and give up or drop out. Regardless of your experience with the fixed brain myth, the information in these pages will change your understanding of ways to raise your and other people's potential. Taking a limitless perspective is about more than a change in our thinking. It is about our being, our essence, who we are. If you live a day with this new perspective, you will know it, especially if it is a day when something bad happens, you fail at something, or you make a serious mistake. When you are limitless, you feel and appreciate such moments, but you can also move past them and even learn new and important things because of them. George Adair lived in Atlanta after the Civil War. Originally a newspaper publisher and cotton speculator, he went on to become a highly successful real estate developer. His success was probably spurred by an important insight that has since been widely shared. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Let's think together now about ways to become limitless and move to the other side of negative beliefs and fear.